Hello and welcome. I'm Jeremy Searle, and today I'm going to address a serious omission, a failing in the Quebec Driver's Handbook from the Ministry of Transport, which relates of course to the Highway Code and the relevant laws. Serious omission which contributes to danger for pedestrians on our roads, both in Montreal and throughout Quebec. Here's the Driver's Handbook, the most recent 2006 edition, in which, among other things, we are told that all road users, whether they are pedestrians, cyclists, motor vehicle operators or passengers, will find their rights and obligations set forward in this handbook. Among others, pedestrians will find their rights set forward in this handbook. However, when we come to the section on pedestrian safety, where for instance we look at the signage relating to pedestrian crossings, the white stripe on the road sort, where you have no stop sign or no traffic light, otherwise known as unprotected crossings, white lines on the road where you step on and the traffic is supposed to stop. Nowhere in the Driver's Handbook does it tell the pedestrian that they have the right to cross when they step onto the road and the law requires the traffic to stop. And nowhere is the motorist informed of the law that they must stop, a legal requirement when the pedestrian steps onto the road. In fact, all we learn from the Driver's Handbook is that crossing signs indicate a crossing for people on a public roadway urging caution. Now, of course, caution is desired, but it fails to point out that the motorist is required, absolutely required by law, to stop, no question, when the pedestrian, the individual, steps onto the road. A very serious failing in the Driver's Handbook, and no wonder there's so much confusion out there, given that this lack of information has been propagated to at least a generation of new motorists. And to make matters worse, we see that the handbook gives the 6 different sorts of signage for pedestrian crossings, the white stripe sort. We have the generic person crossing the road. We have the school children that designate school crossing, as it says, playground crossing, crossing for physically handicapped persons, visually impaired, and for bicycles and pedestrians. However, the guide fails to mention that all 6 of these crossings have exactly the same legal import. That is to say that any pedestrian, whether they be physically handicapped, visually impaired, children or otherwise, can step onto any one of these six varieties of marking crosswalks and have the same legal right, that is for the traffic to stop for them. However, by putting up 6 different sorts of signage for the same crosswalk, for the same obligation for the motorists to stop, naturally the motorists are confused. Many of them believe that they only stop for children at school crosswalks. Of course, they have to stop for everybody, and so on. The best thing would be, as is the norm very many other places, would be to consolidate the signage so as to have the one generic sign, the individual, the person crossing the road, with the supplementary, usually the triangle on top, information informing you that this also relates to the proximity of a school or to visually impaired or physically handicapped persons, so that the motorists will understand that the rules are always the same at crosswalks, and so that it's more easy then for the motorists to understand the rules. 6 different sorts of signage for the same crosswalks is rather confusing. If you're interested to check the latest Driver's Handbook for this section, we're in chapter 3 on page 115. And I'd like to thank you for your time today and for participating. Good day to you.